Hello, comrade. Welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Obita Potato. I am the glorious dictator that will take you forward in today's episode. Yes, we start our episode right over here at the mechanical component factory in Elsnitsa. I mean, that name is bound to change, but, you know, for now, it is what it is. Anyway, yes, so, we've got a big old open storage area over here, and the steel is slowly being transported and slowly turned into mechanical components. Very, very slowly, yes, but it is happening, which is grand. Then they're all being exported to the warehouse, which is also fantastic. I'm thinking that maybe. Also, I would like to draw your attention. There has been an update, and there is a new piece of music. Can you hear that? Pretty sure this is a new one. Also, new changes. There is also now a wonderful little mini-map, and we can totally see where all of the resources are underneath underneath the map. How great is that? So if we put oil on, you can see that there's going to be oil under here. There's oil over here. And then there is oil, most importantly, over here, which is where we're already drawing from. Same with coal, same with iron. That's pretty darn cool. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a nice little feature. Anyway, back to mechanical components. I think at the moment, what we probably want to do is get this stuff shipped off to the border and just sell it for now, because there's not really anything that we can really do with it at the moment. And the reason that we can't really do anything with it at the moment is because, I mean, our power network is in a little bit of a state of shock at the moment. I'll try and tell you exactly why that is right now. So between episodes, I built up the Barahared train aggregate loading, which is fine. You know, it's all very well that this is here and is doing well. However, this has had an extra problem of it's put an even larger demand on, first of all, the coal that is stored in this aggregate storage, but more importantly, the workers that are being sucked out of this town. And due to a variety of factors, which I will explain in a bit, it's become pretty difficult to retain workers, because we're going through these sort of peaks and troughs of power and money. And when there's no money, there's no food, and when there's no food can be bought in. To be honest, maybe I should just buy in much more food. I think I should just buy in way more food. Can I not? Oh yeah, I have a max. Okay. Not electronics, but I'm gonna buy in much more food. The simple reason for this is that if there is a power issue, or if there is a money issue, which is probably more likely, then there we go. Bump that up. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Then that means that we're not going to be sort of at the liberty of the generosity of the residents. But the problem is basically that a bunch of them are actually moving away, which is a bit of a problem, and I want to try and avoid that. Now we can see all their demands here. So they've got demands for sport and whatnot, and they've got demands for culture, drink alcohol, which is what they're going to do. I mean, I think all of their demands are going to be reasonably filled in this area. The problem simply is that whenever there's a power cut, we just lose all of them. So we're constantly having to replenish our workers over here. I think I want to do it, because obviously it's really important that we have, it's really important that we have as many workers as possible at this bus platform. So I think we're going to try and get another brand new house right over here. I'm not going to move people around, because quite frankly, I need everyone where they are at the moment. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to get a new build right over here, so that we're replenishing the bus platform more regularly. Because of course, Prozovsky. Anyway, this little town is, I mean, originally it was only made to supply the processing area, and then it was made to supply the power plant area, and now it's made to supply the entirety of this power this processing area as well. So the demand on workers and the number of buses that come in and out of this station is actually quite spectacular. So we could really do with just sort of upping our game there and getting that sorted. I'll hire... Yeah, I'll get people to live in there as well, and then we'll see where we can... We'll see where we can squeeze in another home. I'm not super opposed to just demolishing one of these sort of meaningless little homes. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, that's the first order of operations today, because the whole order of operations, or the whole episode really revolves around us trying to fix our coal situation. Because Sooty Tooty Town is in a similarly bad state. But basically, anyway, just to cut a long story short, I now run the power train, and by the power train I mean the train that supplies the power plants. I run from this from Baraharad train aggregate loading. So the only train that goes here is the train that goes between here and here, here and here. The other trains are the ones that go to the steel processing area. Now, I mean, that's all very well and good. However, I can't remember the last time that we've been able to maintain our steel production at the steel mill, simply because we're just not getting enough coal over there. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and increase the speed of coal production in today's episode. I think that we've sped. Oh, hold on. I need to make sure that you're on. Wait until loaded. There we go, because I saw you departed a little bit early with a little bit of a light load, shall we say. Yeah, I want to fix all of this. I want to fix all of this stuff up so that we don't have any issues with coal going forward, because coal, I mean, it kind of is like a really, really pivotal resource. The thing that you got to bear in mind is that our currency is currently going up, and well, for both currencies actually, both are going up. The American currency, we are slowly but surely, as we sort of build new areas, we're switching all of the auto purchasing of food and meat onto dollars, because we can, really, and rubles are our primary resource. But we're moving all of the sort of auto-purchasing stuff onto dollars, so we need to be very, very careful that we don't let this power plant stop, because when this power plant stops, we stop making dollars. We simply do not have any other source of dollar income except for that power plant, so we need to be very, very careful. Let's go into residential buildings. Let's plonk down, I mean, the biggest one that we possibly can. Yeah, and that is, of course, not doing anything, because, of course, why would it? No one lives in these houses anyway, so, I mean, we can just take a bulldozer to them wholesale. There we go. Get rid of that, and... Is that gonna work any better? No, it's not. Okay, let me have a little look at the wireframe. Level terrain height from center. Is that really level? I did not realize this area was on such a large hill. Alright, well there you go. Apparently this area is fairly hilly. Alright, well let's get this all fixed up, and maybe we can stick down sort of two big houses. Two big houses, maybe overkill. But, I mean, I feel that at this stage, we can't really afford to be messing around with this area. This area has quickly become the most important area in the entirety of the game. I would say that it probably used to be the good old oil processing area, but that has been quickly ellipsed by this area and Provovsky. It now, I mean, it runs the city here. Like, it really does. All right, let's get this built. Yeah, we've already auto-invited people, so that's fine. I don't really want to randomly relocate people. Okay, there we go. 2 flats. I mean, is 2 flats going to be enough? I mean, it only costs 21 grand to build the thing, but it costs a heck of a lot more to move people around. There we go. It cost about 100 grand to do that. So that's great. Now, these 2 people are going to work exclusively at the bus stops. There we go. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the number of people that go to the bus platform for each of these big old houses right there, so that we have more people running everything. Yeah, culture should be accessible. Pub, tavern should be accessible. Visit a hospital. I don't think that we have a hospital here yet. I did sort of moot the idea of building one. I think it was in the last episode, actually. But let's see. How much would it cost me for a hospital? Auto build in rubles. A hospital is 44k. I can probably just about afford one, actually. Right. I mean, the location of this is going to be pretty crucial. I should probably just bulldoze these houses, because there is literally no value in having them there. And maybe we can stick a hospital in right about there. If we could stick a hospital in right in the center, that would be... I mean, that would be a coup. It really would be. And I think we've got more than enough money to make it happen now, which is fantastic. Right. Reconnect that back up there. Perfect. 57. A whole 57 rubles in order to make that make that happen. And let's see about getting this sorted. I mean, this is entirely possible if we move the track. But I'm not sure that I really want to move the track, because this is a... I mean, this is a pretty important bit of track. All right, let me see if I can redo it. Let me see if I can redo it, because I'm pretty sure that we tried to do this at some point. Okay, bring it down a little bit. All of this, by the way, in an attempt to fix coal. Can you believe that? This whole thing, all to fix coal. Right, overlaps with existing construction. No. Right, move this down. If we can make this fit, then that's going to be great. By the way, I do want to electrify a bunch of track. I absolutely do want to do that. However, we're going to do that once we have a whole bunch of money, because I don't have the money to make that happen right now. But we will in time. Okay. Okay. Can I this way? I mean, signals are in the way. Okay, remove these signals, because if we can get this all lined up, then that'll just be one less thing to think about. And then that needs to go right over there. Perfect. Right, I think that this is going to absolutely work. I say absolutely. I don't know if it's absolutely going to work, but I think it might just work. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Perfect. Let's just immediately set it up to build. And we can't get rid of it quite yet, but we will be able to very, very soon. Put in lots of signals to make everyone feel good about themselves. If in doubt, add more signals. That's my professional opinion. Can't place a signal there. Alright, well, I can place a signal there. Perfect. And let's clear this up. Wonderful. And that gives us some much needed space for a hospital, and actually didn't really change the landscape at all. Right, so if we flatten this out, that should give us ample room, ample, I tell you, absolutely ample room for a hospital. It looks good. Looks really, really good. Okay. Let's plonk it down there. Let's also plan a little footpath to the front, like so that we have it connected to the main tributary. Grand. And then let's get this thing built, and let's see what happens. Should be completely fine. Hopefully none of the train directions have been confused. How much coal have we got there? We got a heck of a lot of coal. We got a heck of a lot of coal waiting to be unloaded as well, which is great. It's real good. We've got loads and loads of staff, loads and loads of doctors. Fantastic. How have we got so many staff? Really not sure. One worker is unable to visit a hospital. Hold on. Everyone should be going to the bus platform. Looks like there are a lot of people going to the bus platform, and that's exactly what I want to see. Hitting 15 workers in every single ore processing building is absolutely key. Look at that. 15 everywhere. 15 across the board. 17 out of 20 workers. That's not too bad. 20 out of 20 workers. That is the ticket. That is the golden ticket. That's exactly what we need. I'm just going to head back on over to this area and just check that we're not importing power, which we definitely were not, because we needed to kickstart our system because, of course, yeah, kind of ran out of power. Let me just bump up, sell as much mega wattage as we possibly can. I'm actually kind of hopeful that by the end of this episode we might be in a slightly better position to actually genuinely build a third power plant to export power to Russia, or Russia to other Soviet countries. All right, good. Yeah, you see, we're just not. Hold on, what are you doing? Oh, you're an iron train. All right, that's fine. Not bothered about that. The coal train is over there. I mean, we still do need to do more to process more and more coal, but I mean, we're working pretty much flat out right now, which I'm pretty darned happy about. Yeah, I mean, this straight up has just been a really, really good fix. The next thing is going to be try to replace the coal ore much quicker. Because we don't have any trains backlogged. We don't have any trains waiting to unload over here. And that is a travesty. That is an absolute travesty, I tell you. Because that means that we're going to miss out on a whole bunch of refining potential. And that's exactly what I want to avoid. That is literally exactly what I want to avoid. We are processing steel at the moment. And it does look like it is going slightly faster. Looks like that locomotive is having a pretty darn good time. Right, how are we doing over in Sooty Tooty Town? Right, nowhere near as good as we need to be doing. Now, this is the problem with Sooty Tooty Town, right? We are, I mean, everything is just in chaos, really. Everything is in complete chaos. No one apparently can get access to food. Why is that? Don't really know why. Everyone should have access to food. Sport is also a bit of a problem. Yeah, I mean, I think, to be honest, we just need to pump this area full of workers as well. And we also need to try and plant down a hospital. Oh, a brand new vehicle. Well, we'll be making them soon. Mark my words, folks. We will be making them. I did not expect to be building as many hospitals as I will be building here. Okay, let me go auto build from rubles. There we go. Get that down. Once it's down, and we don't need to worry about it. Too sharp to turn. All right. Sure, put that in there. Great. Need staff and doctors. I'm sure that we'll get some staff and doctors in just a little bit. Okay. 50% of people going to work at the hospital. Probably overkill, but that's all right. What I also would like to do, I'm going to build a house. A very, very small house, actually. What's the smallest house that I can possibly build? In fact, I can build, I mean, 12 flats. All right, I mean, that's pretty much as small as we're going to get. I was going to say, I can actually build, I think I can actually build houses that are technically smaller than that if I enable cheat mode and then I build the classic houses. Now, how... Yeah, so a village house is absolutely tiny. And that's got 3 people. Now, if I build a house with 6 people, I mean, building a house with 6 people, that is actually perfect. Right, I need to relocate people with university educations. Do I have anyone with a university education? No. I probably shouldn't have got this. Right. I want to invite residents. I don't want to... Right, relocate everyone out of there. Everyone is now out. Invite 5 expert immigrants from the Soviet bloc. I'm actually not going to do that quite yet because my financial situation is very, very dicey at the moment. Anyway, I'm not really cheating. It's just, I mean, I'm building some classical houses because the classical houses are, I I mean, they're smaller. They're more suited for what I want to do. And what I want to do is I want to put some doctors in there, and the doctors are literally going to just work at one place, and that one place is going to be the hospital. I'm just going to wait until this locomotive arrives at the destination. Also, how are we doing over in Mitski? Not bad, actually. Hold on a minute. Load 100% of anything. Wait until loaded. Why are you not waiting until you're loaded? Okay. Clearly, we got a little bit of a backlog. And clearly that backlog cannot be fixed. Huh. Alright. It looks like we do indeed have a big old backlog. We need to get some more trucks, it would seem. We've only got 2 trucks. I think maybe we double that. Right. Sell that piece of farm equipment. Sell that piece of farm equipment. And we just double our number of trucks. Where is the big one? The big one is this one. That one and that one. Perfect. Now we do have the money to do that. That's great. They're going to go out. They're going to hopefully speed up the collection of resources. Then let's go back. Let's hire some doctors. Well, what I want to do is in this block, I want to hire some doctors. So hire 5 expert immigrants. Hire 5 expert immigrants. And now we want to relocate once there, twice there. So all 6 over to there. And then we want to assign this building specifically to the hospital. So everyone is going to work at the hospital. That's exactly right. Come on. University educations. 2 doctors. Alright, well, you know what? At least it's something. We've got access to a hospital for everyone over here. That's great. 33 citizens are unable to access a hospital. I mean, that's going to fix itself. See, this situation is awful. We're just not getting enough coal, and that is the problem. So have we got a house here that's specifically dedicated? Yeah, we've got loads of houses actually that are specifically dedicated to working. This is the problem, right? When we have one house that is specifically dedicated to serving the needs of everyone else, it can be a real problem when that house goes down, figuratively speaking, because everything just becomes a bloomin' nightmare. Right, work over there, great. Work there, maximum number reached, that's fine. Alright, so with that, I'm relatively hopeful that that will solve all of our problems. We're gonna get some more immigrants as well. That's great. 10 more. Perfect. Right, so with that, we should have way more people working in the mine. I know we've done this, like, I mean, a couple of times by now, but I'm really, really hopeful that this is going to be the last time that we need to do this, because we hopefully should be able to satisfy everyone's needs. Right, lots and lots of pub goers. That's fantastic. What I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase the drinks with dollars, and I'm going to keep it fully stocked. And the reason that I'm going to do that is so that hopefully we don't ever get into a situation again where we have too little alcohol or any of that nonsense. We just want to make sure that all of these people have all of the stuff that they need. No teachers with higher education. That seems like a job for a brand new house that we're going to build. That's right. We'll build another little village house over here. Man, these things can fit anywhere. So good. Right. Stick that down there. Okay. Relocate citizens out. And literally just invite the expert immigrants in there. Perfect. Tell them to work right there. And everyone is happy, right? One citizen is unable to visit a hospital. Why is that? The hospital is literally right across the road. everyone should have no issues getting to where they need to go. One thing that I do want to do is I do want to actually upgrade this road, although I kind of want to do it myself. And I actually can do it myself. I actually can do it myself if I build a construction office. Which, you know what, I'm going to do. Why not? Build a construction office. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to be cheaper in the long run anyway. Right, build that there. Get that built up. Perfect. And we need workers, a source of workers. Get them from, like, there. The gravel. I mean, can I put the gravel... Can I set the gravel storage to collect from there? Does that actually work? I'm shocked. Hold up. What we can do, just quickly, is we can do a truck aggregate loading. Right there. And... bish, bash, bosh, just like that. Okay. This may seem like somewhat of a distraction. Trust me. It's not. Trust me. It is a distraction. Alright, there we go. Perfect. And now we'll assign that as the gravel collection area. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to set a whole bunch of our roads to be upgraded. Increase that to 3,000. Perfect. We need to buy some equipment. What I'll do is I'll schedule this to be upgraded, and we'll see what equipment we need to get. No, assign a construction. That. What do we need? We need a dumper truck. Literally just a dumper truck, and I suspect a bus as well. Or is that not required for operations of this nature? Where's the CAS? Oh, the T18. I think that's the... yeah, that's the ticket. Is that literally all that we need? Alright, well, that will do that, which is great. I suspect that that might run out of fuel in a while, but that's okay. We'll get that upgraded, and slowly but surely we'll get the whole of the town upgraded. That's the plan, anyway. 58 workers in the mines. That's disappointingly little. I want to also get a brand new train as well, because we never want to get to a situation where, you know, we fill up the capacity of both of these large aggregate storage areas. It's quite difficult to do, but I mean, it is absolutely possible. How's the hospital doing? Hospital's looking fine. No kindergarten spaces. I mean, there are kindergarten spaces. There are loads of kindergarten spaces. 30 citizens are unable to participate in sport, unable to visit a tavern. I mean, is it just because there is a naturally equipped limit? Does anyone actually know? Is there just a hard... is there just a hard limit as to how many people can be serviced by one pub? I'd love to know, actually. If you know, please do let me know. Right, build that. See if that makes any difference. We can do one more thing right there. Maximum number reached, that's fine. Yeah. So if we have a second pub, will that make it any easier for people to visit a pub? I'm pretty sure that it won't, but I don't actually know. Also, you know what I need to do? I need to buy an ambulance over here. Yeah, there we go. Bought an ambulance, just in case anyone needs it. It does indeed look like people need it. Maybe I buy more than one ambulance, just to... I'll buy a bunch of different fancy ambulances. How about that? Alright. There we go. I mean, that's something at least, right? There you go. Yeah, 60 or 70 people working in the mines. That's fine. Right. This is a much better, more consistent level of production. I'm very happy about it. It's not as good as it could be, because as you can see, we are literally wasting production over here, and that is not good. It's not good. We never want to get to a situation where this aggregate storage bay is on empty. It's really not good. People don't have a job. That is not good. There's no sport facilities. That's not good. No one has a job. Why does no one have a job? Just turn up at the, turn up at the bus platform, and you'll be assigned a job. You'll be assigned a job for the day. Yeah. Right, where are all my trains? Where are all my coal trains? This is the problem. Are you a coal train? You are indeed a coal train. But you're not the type of coal train that I'm really after. I'm interested in coal trains that are going between Sudi Tudi Town and the other place. Provovsky. Aha! Here comes the Gravelmobile. This is great. This is going to be our first own construction, other than like terrain leveling and whatnot. Oh, now we need the workers. All right, well that's going to take a while then. All right, so now we need to get a bus, which we can do. Sure. Get 2 little microbuses. See if that makes any difference. And you know what? Let's just start getting this upgraded as well. It's going to cause a bit of a nightmare, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I think people can still walk along road that's being built over. Can they not? Maybe not. All right, let me see if I can fix that. All of this, by the way, in an effort to fix coal. I know. The dedication is unreal. Right, apparently they can't walk along road that is being built, which is a bit funky, but that's fine. Low education level, unable to visit a hospital. I mean, a hospital is definitely within walking distance. Can I buy some ambulances over here? Yeah, just buy a random selection of ambulances. Right. Hire expert immigrants. Tell them all to work right over there. Great. Expert immigrants. Tell them all to work over there. So we get lots of good doctors, which is great. That's wonderful. Alright, so as long as you're treating patients, that's fine. Let's go and have a little look at Universigrad, because this is actually also quite important to our whole coal plan. There's no kindergarten places available. I mean, there are definitely kindergarten places available. Unless these kindergarten places are pre-assigned, then there are places available. People are unable to visit a pub/tavern. I'm pretty sure we have a pub/tavern right in the center of town. We do indeed. It's got spaces for 57 people. There's a building on fire. Ah! Gives us an opportunity to add to our network. Fantastic. This... bit of an annoying one, but whatever. Right, get that added there. There we go. Good. Out here and down there. Perfect. Right, get that rebuilt. Is going to cost a little bit of money, but that's not a problem. 10 immigrants. That should be no issue whatsoever. Fire truck dispatched pretty much straight away, hopefully. Or not. Might need to hire another 10 people just to see if any of them are going to do anything about this. Nope. Don't look like no one's doing anything about it. 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. Usually it's 4 firefighters. Yeah, 4 firefighters usually is enough to call a rescue brigade. Rescue brigade? Well, you know what? English was never my strong suit. Never, ever, ever my strong suit. All right, so that should be hopefully dispatched relatively cleanly. I hope. What was that? That's another fire. Well, there definitely is a fire engine over here. And it's right there. And in fact, it's a well-staffed fire station as well, so fully expecting this to be put out very, very quickly indeed. 11 citizens were unable to visit a hospital. That's a bit of a bummer, to be honest, because they should be able to visit a hospital. If they turn up, passengers will get taken to the hospital. They will get taken to close enough to the hospital. Look at the worker atrophy. I mean, these things would have been filled with workers, and they're just slowly decaying. And I feel that for the most part, it's not really something that I can change. Even the things like the brand new builds over here, I don't think I filled them all to the max, but bloomin' heck. Am I just doing something wrong? Am I not providing enough services for my residents, or is this a case of something more nefarious happening? Is this some Western plot to destroy my great country? My great and glorious country? Right, well, let's get a hospital over here. Maybe in the vain hope that this sort of stems the flow of people moving out of Potatograd. Because, I mean, if we lose Potatograd, then, you know, we lose everything. Okay. See if I can get this to come up here. Just because I can, really. It says there's a building in the way. I mean, that's true. That is true. I appreciate the sentiment, video game. But I also wish... Ooh, a new vehicle type is available. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to totally probably be using that one. Right, that looks like an impossible feat. Right, let's just go out this way instead. Connect up at the back. In fact, there is absolutely no benefit to going around the front. Absolutely none whatsoever. Right. That goes there. Perfect. Get that all connected up. Okay, hospital. We got 8 doctors. That's great. That means people are going to be able to visit the hospital if they really want to. Don't really know why they'd want to. You just wait until the ambulance is called and then you're sorted. That's pretty much how I operate. But yeah, we need to stop the worker atrophy somehow, and I'm just not sure how we do it. All right, I'm gonna get you to go to the next storage area because there's no reason to have that much steel and not turn it into something useful, especially when that will result in mechanical components. How are we doing mechanical components wise? We are about three quarters of our warehouse is filled with mechanical components. Our worker is starting to atrophy over here. Not really. Not really, even though there's quite a lot of complaints. 160 workers waiting at that bus stop over there. Well, I think they've probably been waiting there for quite a long time. And by quite a long time, I mean days and days and days. But that really isn't my problem. That is someone else's problem. Anyway, what is my problem is getting City 2D Town back up to a good place. Unable to visit a hospital. Citizens are unable to visit a hospital. I mean, look. They are able to visit a hospital. There is nothing more that I can do. There is absolutely nothing more that I can do. They want culture. They want sport. I mean, that's stuff I can do. But oh, look. The road is done. But I really don't... I don't know. I mean, I've built these people hospitals. 18 citizens unable to visit a hospital. 40 citizens unable to participate in sport. I mean, I can try building some more sport facilities to see if these people will take kindly to that. Right, get that zoned out over there. That zoned out over there, and then yeah, equipment for citizens. Tennis playgrounds are lame, so I'm gonna go with football stadiums instead. I don't mean lame in the sense of like I'm anti-tennis or whatever. It's just that I think football playgrounds allow for more people at the same time, and therefore it's a much more worthwhile endeavor to build one. Okay. There we go, and there we go. Perfect. Great. Build that. Build that. Yeah. I'm not expecting any issues. Build that. Alright, perfect. And let's go have a little look on paths. I can't auto-build any of these paths, unfortunately. I'm really not sure why. Don't quite know why the ability is only sometimes available. But there you go. Okay. So after this unbelievably tedious bit of manual labor, are these football stadiums even accessible? I suspect that they might maybe just be accessible by some people. No, Alright, well, you know what? That's for another bunch of people. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, so all of these people should now be able to participate in sport, which is great. That's another problem solved, which means that that's yet another thing that we don't need to worry about. Coal is still coming in thick and fast. I want to get another coal train. In fact, what I would like to do, I don't even necessarily need to buy another coal train. This is the iron train, right? Now, we've got 2 iron trains at the moment. Where's our other iron train? Our other iron train from Ironopolis, right? I honestly think that having 1 iron train is more than enough. Because it just is. It just is. I mean, I can't really see what's going on because it's night. But if you look, so that previous iron train just finished, and then this one is just starting. And this one is going to sit around for, well, a fairly considerable period of time, really, because, well, nothing much is happening. Why are there no workers here? Why are there no workers here? I thought I was clear. I was literally clear. Literally clear. There was one thing that we needed, and that was a plentiful supply of workers. And you failed me, video game. How many workers do we have now? That's not a plentiful supply. Right, I need to get some more buses, apparently. Let's get some of these small little nippy ones. Right, 4 buses. 4 buses, all of them are gonna allow us to hopefully mean that we have a much more consistent supply of workers to the main central plants. Main central refining plants, that is. Okay, good. Alright, so get that sorted. Great. Fine. But thankfully, we don't have a train waiting at the aggregate loading to take the iron from there to, well, to Refinovsky. Hold up. Why is this not working? Yeah, all looks fine to me. Yeah, also, it really annoys me how they sometimes don't stop at the diesel station when I tell them to stop at the diesel station. They just have a mind of their own, which is very, very infuriating. Alright, but looks like we're fine for coal over there. We're fine for iron as well. But yeah, we don't have nearly enough coal over here. So, here's my plan. This train is going to finish unloading the iron. Or should I say, this iron ore processing plant is going to finish processing the iron. Which is great. Oh, this is a bit of a delayed process, which I'm not super chuffed about. Oh, there's people without jobs. I mean, yeah, there are people without jobs, but it's not really how it works. I kind of wish they would just go to the bus station anyway and get picked up and dealt with there. Right, passengers and students, that's off the agenda. I don't really care about passengers or students. I care about workers and workers only. Yeah. Okay, anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that once this train is fully empty, we're going to put this onto a coal collecting duty. So, you're going to go to Suditsudi Town. You're going to load 100% of coal. I just set it as coal so it's easier to see at a glance what I need to actually collect. And then you're going to come down to a different station, actually. I'm just going to remove the diesel fuel pickup from your menu because that's just not helpful. Well, hey, fantastic. We're back up to full speed. Right, so we should be iron ore empty on this train in absolutely no time whatsoever. And this is the more powerful engine, as opposed to this little pink one over here, or the red one. That is slightly less powerful, I believe. So there you go. Than this big old one. This is when we bought these when we actually still had money. Okay, so I want you to instead unload at this point, and that's going to be an unload order. Yep, wait until unloaded, 100% of anything. Delete that. And go there. Perfect. Alright, so with that should be yet another. I think that's 4. I think we've got 4 trains that now go here. Yeah, 4 trains that go here. And I think that, yeah, this train is the first super powerful one that we've added to the list. So that's kind of nice. Okay, that's good. That's something at least. Also, when we talk about electrification, which we're going to be talking about, well, either the next episode or the episode after that, depending on our financial situation, I think that the bit that I want to electrify first is the route that is taken by this specific train right here. So this train here literally just goes between there and there, there and there, there and there, or should I say there and there, there and there. That's it. That's all it does. So if we can just electrify that, then that means that it can cut out its journey right to Oil Refinovsky to get filled up with filled up with fuel and diesel. So that's really the objective. And if we can hit that, then that's gonna be fantastic. Okay, it looks like the workers are finally getting the idea. We're finally cannot store or export coal. How is this possible? How is this possible? How is this possible? Also, do you know what I'm thinking? Is there any possibility, straight up, that I can get a conveyor to go right over there? I know that seems like obscene, but it would actually make quite a lot of sense. Hear me out here. Hear me out. It means that we always prioritize power building in the way. Angle of connection is too sharp. I think that this is still doable, actually. Maybe not, but maybe so. It is still doable. Okay, hold on. I think we can maybe make this happen. The dream is that we prioritize coal for the use of power over absolutely everything else, which is exactly what we want to have happen. And so if we link this pile up to this unloader, or should I say this loader as well, then it means that we draw from both sources. However, I will now cancel the plans, and I will tell you about the problem. If we draw from both sources, then it might mean that we end up prioritizing the draw from the large aggregate storage 3 as opposed to the Barrowhead large aggregate storage. And we want to prioritize the draw from here simply because the only thing that is drawn from this pile is for the use in power. So we do actually want to do that. Why is none of our coal being collected? Why are we not processing any of this coal? We're not processing it very fast. Our power situation is fine. Why are we not producing as much? Why are we not using as much coal? No one's here to pick up coal. We've got a third train. A third train that is waiting behind these two to drop off the goods, and there is no sign of the train that is needed to pick up coal. How very peculiar. I think that's probably because our steel mill doesn't employ that many people in comparison to our oil refinery. Our oil refinery still employs way more. I mean, rightfully so, right? I mean, the reason that we're sitting on 400,000 rubles worth of cash in a pretty turbulent episode in terms of spending, I mean, it's got a lot to do with the fact that the Oil Refinovsky oil refinery is working as solidly and as consistently as it is. I mean, look at that. There's another 500 tons of bitumen just in this thing alone. That is quite whopping. However, it's still not a good thing to see a full stockpile over there. But I mean, actually, it's not a good thing, but it does mean that we've sort of cracked the problem, really. We've sort of fixed our coal situation, which I'm somewhat surprised about. I didn't really think that was going to happen at all, actually. In fact, I was somewhat apprehensive about it. So this is going to be... This is our power train that's coming through here. Tell you what, let's build that. I mean, I shouldn't have built it like that, but I mean, I should have planned it out first. The reason that I want to do that is because let's start backlogging the storage right over here. In fact, I can just do... What am I talking about? I can just do that. Well, past me was Very, very, very on the ball, apparently. Anyway, yes, we're going to start loading up some coal into that large aggregate storage as well, for the hope that, hopefully, you know, if we've got extra production capacity over here, which it seems like we do, we might as well start backlogging it over there. Also, we can get another coal power train in a way that it's slightly easier for us to get another one of these trains than it is to get us for another one of these trains, for example. Because this loading station deals with iron and coal, whereas this one just deals with coal, means that we can get a second train in there quite nicely. Yeah, and that's something that we might honestly think about once we start running multiple power plants. But I don't think that that's really something that we can afford to do today, or indeed anytime. But it just means that now, rather than wasting, you know, storage capacity or production capacity over in the Baraharad large aggregate storage, we can just transport it straight out. So that train's going to finish unloading and then immediately whip back around. Yeah, perfect. Honestly, this is going great. This is absolutely fantastic. How's Sudi Tootie Town going? Hold up. You're lost. Where's the issue? You got an issue there? I mean, that sounds distinctly like not my problem. That sounds like some other truck hasn't done their job properly. No doctors with higher education. I mean, I thought I got doctors. Where are the doctors going? Unable to get food, unable to get meat? I mean, why? Why are you unable to get food and unable to get meat? You're within walking distance of both of the shops. Actually, no, you're not. You're not within walking distance of the grocery shop. I do apologize. That's on me. That is on me. I too would move out of town if I couldn't get the resources needed to sustain life. I mean, you kind of have to, right? Right. Let's get that built. Let's get it built. Simples. Nice and easy. Why are you not building? Here we go. Okay. Not quite sure where my cursor disappeared to, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, no kindergarten. One citizen was not able to participate in any sport. Isn't work a sport? I don't understand. I don't understand. These people. These people. Right, do that there. Perfect. Do that there. Grand. Unable to get meat. Unable to get anything. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the oldest trick in the book. Quite literally. Well, not quite literally. I mean, I'm sure there are older. But I'll get a little village house right there. Get it built. Costs like 2 rubles anyway, so, I mean, that's great, right? Hire as many productive workers as possible. Tell them all to work in the grocery store for the rest of their lives. And bada bim, bada boom, just like that. We've got people that are selling, people that are buying. It's like a mini capitalist system, except obviously without all of the capitalism. And with you know, with all of the gloriousness instead. It's great. Anyway, looks like we're absolutely fine for coal now. Hold up. There's only one train. There's only one coal train over there. Where are the rest of our coal trains? We are certainly dealing with a lot more coal now, which is really, really good. But I'm just absolutely making sure. Absolutely making sure that everything is fine. Yeah, we got a full load of coal over there. Holy cow. This is great. This is great. This is great. Look, we got 2 trains. We got 2 trains on the unloading dock for the first time in forever. That is fantastic. That is really, really good. Alright, man, that's great. Let's take a quick little look at mechanical components, just to see what the situation is over there. You know what, I'm going to dispatch... Why don't I dispatch you? And I'll follow you around for a bit. Except I'll follow you around on the interesting bit when you get there. Because I want to go and see exactly if we've filled our warehouse of mechanical components. Hold up, can't check. Need to go and check on the situation. Oh, well, it's right next to the fire station. Also, I didn't know this, but fire trucks can legitimately, fantastically move up paths. Wow, it looks like the school is getting 2 fire trucks. But only 2 firefighters. Now 3. Well, there you go. Okay, so let me... You know what? I'll use the minimap. I will... No, not over there. I don't even know... Okay, where would my town be on this minimap? The town that I'm looking for. Right there? The fact that it's in a completely different orientation from me is a little bit confusing, but there we go. All right, let's see what our situation is. We filled this thing. We filled this area. Okay, all right. Well, that's great. I mean, let's sell this. Let's sell this stuff then. Let's sell it. Let's buy a train specifically designed to sell stuff. Probably should do something about that. Not entirely sure on the situation. Not entirely sure the situation over here, but I want that train, so that's what I'm gonna do. Where is the Lalona train platform? Oh, I know which one it is. I know exactly which one it is. This is the train that got completely lost and confused and ran out of petrol, ran out of fuel right over here. Yeah, this was a little bit of a wasted effort, but that's fine. You know what? You're ditched for now. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay, so let's collect mechanical components and let's make a million. Quite literally, make a million. We need to buy some wagons. I mean, what do we... Can we have... No, we can't have those things on wagons. How do we transport mechanical components? Closed wagons? Open car? No, not an open car. Not refrigerated. Box car? Looks like a box car. Alright, well, we got one box car over here as a spare that we bought when we were faffing around with grain. There we go. We can't buy another one, as I've found out multiple times. Last chance to buy a digger thing. Alright, that's fine. Excavator. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. We will load 100% of mechanical components. How many mechanical components can be loaded? 270 tons. How many tons have we got here? 225? I mean, plus another 17 in the factory. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Okay, mechanical components loaded. Yep. And then let's head to the border. Oh my goodness, it's a mile and mile away. Right over there. It's probably closer to go to another border station. But that's fine. That's fine. In fact, it most certainly is definitely closer. I mean, the border station is literally all the way up here. Right? Yeah, it's literally over there. I do have a power cable. Oh no, that's a road. The power cable runs out this way? Yeah, the power cable runs out that way. Alright, I'm just going to stop messing around with that minimap. It's really confusing as to where I actually am in relation to that minimap. But you know what? Hey ho, I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, where is my brand new train? I say brand new train. It's not really brand new, but it is kind of brand new. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so you're going to get filled up, and this gives us a great excuse to play some classic, I say classic, some modern classic Soviet music, and watch this train as it thunders around the track all the way to where we want it to go. So let's sit back, enjoy the wonderful ride. Alright, it has arrived at the location, destination, the critical mass point, the point of no return. I don't know, you get it. It's arrived at the warehouse. It's now collecting all of the all of the goodies. And oh my goodness, look at that money. Look at that money. We are probably going to be, what, just shy of like 250,000 rubles by the time that we actually, by the time that this train becomes fully loaded. That is absolutely fantastic. That's a heck of a lot of mechanical components, which, as I say, I'm going to be selling off initially, but only, I mean, probably this load and maybe the next load tops. The rest is absolutely going to go towards our car production, and I'm very, very excited because this selling of resources will really, really, really enable us to make our cars a reality. We're going to be able to manufacture our own cars. We're 46% of the way through advanced engineering. It's taking far too long. I'm going to put all of the professors into engineering, and I'm going to get some more. I'm going to get some more smart people. I'm going to get some very smart people. Technical University. In fact, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm literally going to do the same oldest trick in the book all over again. I'm going to get 51 workers. That's right. Right there. Yes, please. Bish. Bash bosh. And all of these people, I'm going to relocate them all out of here. There we go. I'm going to relocate all of the smart people into there. I'm going to relocate all the smart people into here. There we go. Oh, that building is now full. And then everyone in this building is going to literally work right there. Fantastic. So they need to fulfill their demands first, and I believe that should be no difficulty over here. Yep, looks like there's an ample amount of food, there's an ample amount of clothes, ample amount of meat. Just going to make sure that all of the meat is readily accessible. There we go. Electronics as well. Just to make sure that everyone can buy into the good positive. There's no kindergarten or places available? How is this possible? You keep telling me this, video game. There are no staff/workers with basic education. How is it that no one can do this? No education. No, I don't want no education. I want basic education, please. And we need people to work there. If we don't have people working there, then the whole system falls apart. Fire station over there. There's a hospital literally right next door. So people that say that they're unable to visit hospitals are in fact liars. Build a couple of ambulances. Maybe that'll make a difference. Hopefully the kindergarten is going to be workable, and hopefully that's all of the population management that we need to worry about for the foreseeable future. It looks like we're absolutely bashing through the advanced engineering section, the research even. That's pretty darn good. Right, let's increase the percentage as much as we possibly can. I don't care about teaching students. We hardly have any students anyway. I really don't care about any of them. What we are now focused on is cars, engineering, and all of that good stuff. Right, so in the next episode, without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to be working on some even bigger, more important things. We fixed all of our coal situation. All of our coal situation? We fixed our whole coal situation. It's now been satisfactorily resolved. We're producing more coal than we've ever produced before. As long as we don't dip into negative money, we should be fine. And we're looking to the future with a great amount of enthusiasm for all of the good stuff that is going to be happening in the next episode and also future episodes. Right, so the nitty-gritty of moving people around and moving coal around has been resolved. We've fixed all of that. All of the problems have been fixed, I'm told. But, however, in the next episode, we need to actually start making more problems and making more mess, because we're going to hopefully start the next process, or the next stage of the process in making vehicles, which is going to require yet more train, yet more track, yet more locomotives. It's going to be glorious madness. I hope you'll join me there, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.